Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Embrace the Pace, bringing you guys another video today, and we just got some huge NBA 2K15 information that I'm extremely happy about. An announcement of a new mode called MyLEAGUE that sounds like probably the greatest thing that has ever happened to a sports video game. I'm going to talk about that in this video, but I'm going to split videos up. They also revealed stuff about the new injury system and create a player. They just mentioned that there will be create a player. They didn't mention too much about it, but I'm going to split that up into a separate video. For one, to make this video not extremely long, so I can cut down on the upload time and everything, so I can at least get some videos out. And also, I feel that the injury system deserves its own video because it's extremely in-depth and really awesome. But first, I'm going to comment on the actual NBA 2K15 gameplay that we got today. So KD, he revealed, or he released an Instagram video that showed 15 seconds of NBA 2K15 next gen gameplay, and it looked really awesome. The video just consisted of him dribbling up the court, crossing over Andre Iguodala, and then dunking on him, and that was the end of things. But we did get some information about some of the things that are going to be in the game. So you guys can look up that Instagram video if you want. You can check my Twitter. You can check anywhere on Twitter. You can check KD. His @ is @KDTrey5, or you can look on his Instagram @EasyMoneySniper. So it was definitely a pretty cool clip, but the graphics looked really good. They didn't look dramatically better than 2K14, which I didn't really expect them to, because NBA 2K14 had such good graphics, but they definitely were a little bit of an upgrade, and we saw a few new features that are going to be in the game. We saw that KD7's, his new shoes, are going to be in the game. That was kind of to be expected. We saw mascots are returning. We saw these new leg sleeves that a ton of players in the NBA use now, so that'll add to the realism. We saw fans holding up fat heads of players, which is really cool. That adds to the realism. Added in armpit hair, which adds to the realism. And they also, you could see Kevin Durant's chest tattoos, and hopefully they'll add that into creative players and stuff like that, because that's going to add to the realism as well. So overall, I think that was a really good gameplay reveal, and I can't wait to see more of it. We should be getting some very soon. And I can't wait till Tuesday when they do the live broadcast and see what they talk about then. But into the information about MyLEAGUE, it is like the association mode from previous games, but it is fully customizable, completely different than MyGM. And speaking of MyGM, they are bringing MyGM back, which I didn't expect them to. It seems kind of weird for them to have both of these modes in the game, but hopefully MyGM will take some of these things from MyLEAGUE and make that a really good mode as well, and I'm sure they will. I think they even said that some of these features will transfer over to MyGM, but MyLEAGUE is really cool. You can customize just about everything. I'm going to go through some of those options, and then, as I said, in a separate video I'm going to talk about the new injury system. But if you guys want to read all this stuff for yourself, I'll link it down in the description, and you guys can read that for yourself. So some of the things you can customize: you can do custom rosters, you can customize season length, you can customize the conference, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, and NBA finals. They have the fantasy draft option back. You can set the draft order and set how the draft works. You can customize salary cap and hard cap. You can set if it's on or off. You can even set the amount that the salary cap is at. They have trade logic settings now, which is absolutely awesome. You can set you know, whether a player, you know, if you have the trade logic really high, LeBron and Carmelo are not going to take their talents to Salt Lake City anymore like they did in 2K14. I think I would have shot myself if Melo would have signed with Utah one more time. But you can set that, so if you turn that slider way up, then that stuff will be more realistic, so money won't be the biggest factor. If you turn it way down, then signing players will be just about 100% based on the money, and it won't have too much effect whether they want to play for a winner or whether they want to play in their hometown or anything like that. So that is fully customizable how you like it. You can also customize general settings, including team chemistry, lineup management, and prospect scouting. They have a ton of new difficulty settings: trade negotiation difficulty, contract negotiation difficulty, computer re-signing, aggressiveness, and all that stuff is really good if you want to make it a difficult, challenging experience to build up your team and make the league how you want it to be. That is going to be really awesome. Morale difficulty and effects, chemistry difficulty and effects, that's something that's really good. They said that morale and chemistry really go together this year, and if your players are unhappy, your team chemistry is going to suffer, and teams with better team chemistry are really going to play a lot better than teams without it. Just look at the Spurs. The Spurs have been playing together for a long time, and they run like a well-oiled machine. Some teams that haven't been together very long, they're not going to be able to play as well together, and I'm very, very happy they're allowing you to customize that and making that a very big part of the game. You can set how often trades happen. So if you want people moving around the league constantly, you can set that up. You know, if you want people not moving around at all, you can set it like that too. Probably what I'll do is I'll turn up the trade frequency right around the trade deadline, and then I'll turn it down during the season, because that's going to make it really realistic if you can do that. You can also set up the blockbuster trade frequency. So if you want stars moving around the league a lot, you can do that, or you can set it so the stars will stay in place. It's just fully customizable. Another thing is the injury effects. I'm going to talk about that in my next video. Draft class quality, so you can set if a draft class is going to be very strong or if it's going to be weak. You can set player progression rate, which is really cool. Maybe you want a guy to be a bust, so you draft him really high, but he's going to end up being very slow to progress and reach his potential. And I think that's going to be a really cool thing. In-season training effects is another thing you can customize, how well players progress throughout the season, how much training affects that. Player non-financial ambitions factor, so if you want somebody to be really into playing in their hometown, that you can set that. You can set that so they'll be more likely to sign with their hometown team and take less money. You can normalize played minutes to sim minutes, which is really good. If you want to play on 6-minute quarters, then you can set it so you're playing on 6-minute quarters, but the minutes per game stat actually stays as if you were simming it at 12 minutes to kind of balance things out and make it look good. And then you can also play with all 30 teams, which is really awesome. I'm so happy that you have 30 team control. That's something that's really cool to add in. So one last thing that is amazing. In MyLEAGUE, you do not use VC, but you can earn VC, and that's amazing. That is really good. So you can be playing the mode, earn VC, but you don't have to spend any of that VC on MyLEAGUE. You can just focus on playing the game, you earn that VC, you save it up, and you can use it for my team or my career, something like that. So overall, I think this is amazing. This is just about everything that I've ever wanted in a sports game. They pretty much nailed it exactly. If I were to ask them before they came out with this, if they were to ask me what I wanted in the game, I basically would have described a dumbed down version of MyLEAGUE. So they exceeded my expectations, and it's going to make it so hard to wait until October 7th now. So that brings me to the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to drop a like if you did, and also follow me on Twitter. I have a really slow upload speed. It takes me a long time to upload videos, so this video isn't going to be coming out right as the information comes out, but I am tweeting about the information right as it comes out. So make sure to follow me there. Link is down in the description. Look out for that injury video very soon. I'll try to get that up today as well, but it might have to wait until tomorrow. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you guys later.